Uriah Hall, Chris Weidman. I tweeted out Saturday night when they showed the replay of that leg break. I screamed, Rebecca screamed. The dogs were going crazy like there was some kind of intruder at the house. I mean, oh my God, where do you start? I mean, that was how ironic, how silly, what a twist of fate. I mean, if you saw that in a movie, Chris Weidman breaks someone's leg and then later in his career he suffers the same leg break, you would say, no, that's too far-fetched. It's crazy. But life's a weird thing. I mean, can you believe? I mean, what were the odds of that happening? The thing, because it just reminds everybody watching that this is a difficult sport and it's different from all the rest of the sports. And I'll even say it's different from boxing. You know what I mean? Boxing is, of course, a dangerous sport and people get very, very serious injuries. And a lot of sports are contact and they get injuries. In the NFL, you see a lot of people with, very, very nasty concussions. And I think some even people have passed away, whatever. But this MMA is such a cruel, you know what I mean? And now with the sport being bigger than ever. I mean, it was bad enough when it happened with Anderson Silva, but now it's on ESPN. It's getting bigger and bigger and more acceptance worldwide. You know, there's going to be some people out there saying, oh, this is too violent, get rid of it. But man, it's the beauty of the sport, but it's also, what is the opposite? It's the thrill and agony of the sport of mixed martial arts. It really is. And people out there were kind of assuming that maybe he had some micro breaks or fractures and things like that in his leg. I don't think that's the case. I mean, Chris Weidman threw that kick with some real force,
It's just sad in terms of the career trajectory. But Ray, I think you seem pretty bullish on the fact that, and especially hearing what I said about the surgery, like you seem to think that he'll be able to fight again. Like, what do you think? I know you haven't talked to the guy, but like, I absolutely think he's got one New York walk left in him at least after this, I just think he's going to be motivated to do that. I really do.
Yeah, no, he's I'm going to say, I haven't talked to him. He's 100% fighting again. If I know him, he's going to want to fight again. He's not going to want to go out like that. And I think the fact that even Anderson fought after his leg break is going to be more inspiration for him to go, I'm going back in there too. I don't think he'd go out like that.
What's going on, guys? I am going to get to leave this hospital in Jacksonville, Florida today. I'm excited to get back home and get in my own bed and continue with recovery. I want to thank Dr. Gitlin out of this hospital in Jacksonville. He's the one who performed my surgery. It was a complete success. I want to thank Dr. Davidson from the UFC for being in touch with all the doctors here at this hospital and making sure they're doing the right thing and staying in touch with me and helping me explain some of the details of what's going on inside my leg and things to look out for and kind of steps we have to make moving forward. Blessed to have the UFC staff so involved. Sue, come in.
We're leaving. I'm out of here. I've escaped. Yeah. Nice as flip. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. All right, we made it in.
Okay.
Thank you, UFC, for setting up the car ride. What's up, CJ, my man?
She is a stone cold assassin. There are moments in the fight, right, that you understand that, wow, we're dealing with a different level. Let me tell you the one for me. It was after the fight because I spoke to her at the fighter meetings, and she said, I tripped against Jennifer Maia. Yes, she was heavy and I wasn't able to get up. but that's the area that they think that I'm going to struggle in. Okay, I'll show you even better. And then after the fight, all of you that are looking for weaknesses, there aren't any. That was the one that I like. I was like, whoa. When she said, for all of you looking for weaknesses, there aren't any weaknesses. Now what you gonna do? Bro, Valentina Shevchenko is ridiculous. But
okay,
no,
so then let me ask you this. If Amanda wins, if Amanda beats Juliana Pena, Dana doesn't want to do it. He said it at the...
I don't understand why he doesn't want to.
Think she's too small in 135.
She is. But even if she's small, she's taken 3 rounds off of Amanda in the... They fought 8. She's taken 3. It's 5-3. Amanda won the first 2 of the first fight. Valentina won the third. Amanda won 3 in the second fight. Valentina won 2. And some people think Valentina won the fight. So it could be flipped the opposite way and we're 4-4. It's as competitive a fight as they can be. I'd love to see them fight again because I think it's those two and everybody else. Skill for skill. Skill for skill. Valentina's better. Skill for skill.
Crazy.
Valentina's better.
How do you not make that fight? It's such a big fight.
I'm saying, listen, skill for skill. In terms of clean striking, in terms of the wrestling, I think Valentina's a little better. I think Amanda is a little bigger. Amanda's more powerful. She hits harder. Amanda can finish you like with her hand, just knock you out. But I think Valentina Shevchenko, skill for skill. But we know when they fight, Amanda wins the fight. So whatever advantages she has, she's better at taking and winning them and fighting in those places.
So we just got back from Abu Dhabi. Diego got off the plane, got a little bit of a limp, having to walk slow and go to the restroom. And as all the people from the UFC went ahead of us, and not one representative cared to look back and see where we were at, they all went to baggage claim, and they all went on a bus and somehow loaded up and left. Us sitting here in the airport so that Diego Nightmare Sanchez is stuck getting food out of a fucking vending machine. This is our reality. So when I'm telling you the UFC is not so respectful or doing Diego right, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this place. There ain't nothing else going on but us. And Diego got left. Did Diego not put on a show? You remember that.
I skipped a beat, man. I thought about some foul for a little bit, like, damn, yikes, this and that. But, your mind could be weak at those moments at its weakest. But it was only for about maybe minutes to an hour until I spoke to those people that I trust the most in the world. And they were like, no, you still got the juice. The drip is still there. You just have to arrange this and that. And also you got to win us over, It's not like they're not saying that it's forever there or nothing. What my coach and those closest to me, right, were saying is that go out there in the next fight and prove that I still got it, basically. Like giving me another chance to go out there and show me what you got, because I still believe in you. And if that's the case, I still believe in them. So I can't wait for the next one.
When you say you skipped there for a second, are you referring to retirement? Like, did you think about retiring for a second?
Several things about retirement, or could I get the belt? Like, because if I'm not going for the belt, what am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just fighting the fight either. I'm just going to be number one, you know? So it's like all those questions come into hand, and then but it was just for like I said, just skip the beat and kept going according to plan.
Us sitting here in the airport so that Diego Nightmare Sanchez is stuck getting food out of a fucking vending machine.
I thank Dana White because he is getting us a private jet from Jacksonville back into Fort Mill, where I'm living. So just making it so easy for me.
As all the people from the UFC went ahead of us, and not one representative cared to look back and see where we were at, Diego Nightmare Sanchez is stuck getting food out of a fucking vending machine. This is what I'm talking about!